Hi, Flosstube. My name is Stitchy Marie, and this is my channel. Coming to you today from my bedroom because I'm hiding. My whole family's home right now. Everybody has a cold, except for me. Keep washing my hands and praying. Even the little tiny baby has a cold, and it's very sad. So I'm hiding away from my cranky coffee children and husband, and I came up here to do the video instead in front of my big windows in my room. I have surprisingly done quite a bit of not just stitching, but a variety of stitching / shopping. So I have a lot to show today. This is Kit Kat. She's my cat. She doesn't actually like me very much, but she loves my husband. Her collar right here says Daddy's Girl, which is hilarious. She sleeps with my husband every single night. Except for last night, we had to run the humidifier for the baby, and so I had to kick her out because I couldn't leave the door open because the humidifier doesn't work with the door open. She didn't like that. Her name's Kit Kat, but we call her Kitty. I don't think she knows her name is Kit Kat because she thinks her name is Kitty. So, it's fine. Okay. Let's do this. So, in my last video, I did show you this piece. I was not very far on it. But this is called Secret Santa, Santa's Secret, by Dimensions. Isn't he looking so good? He is just about, he's probably 50% right now. And I told myself I was going to work on absolutely nothing else until he was done. And did that happen? Negatory. I went shopping and my whole plan just failed. So, I am almost done. I got half of his beard left. And then the tree's over there. That's literally all I have left. His hat is done. I was gonna work on it until I finished it. It was a start. I started on New Year's Eve on my 12 by 12, which I didn't actually do 12 by 12. I did 4 by 4, or 4 by 12. So I did 4, 8, 12. Yes, I did 4 projects and I switched every 3 hours. I can't switch every hour. My mom can switch every hour, and I just don't feel like I get enough done to be happy with it, you know? Or I get stuck. I'm like, oh, I really love working on this. I'm gonna keep working on this. So I got really far on this, and then my sister-in-law, who married my brother Michael, and my husband's name is also Michael, so don't get confused. My sister-in-law, who married my brother, has never been to the craft center and has never been to Shepherd's Bush. And they've been married for years. And so we were like, what? You've never been? So we decided that for her birthday's in January, that we were going to go visit those stores with her. So me and my mom and Catherine, Insanity Stitcher, and who's also Bossy Daughter. Her name, my mom calls her Bossy Daughter, but her Instagram is called Insanity Stitcher. And Hannah went to the craft center and Shepherd's Bush. And that was bad news bears. I spent more. My husband was like, do you need some money? Like, do you need, because he had some cash that he needed to take to the bank. And he's like, do you want to just take the cash and then it doesn't matter? And I was like, no, it's fine. I'm not buying very much. I just need 2 Krynics that I'm hoping Shepherd's Bush has. And that should be it. A couple colors. I need 1 color of DMC and 2 Krynics. And that's probably all I'm going to buy. Which was a complete joke. I bought way more than I was planning on buying. And Catherine kept bringing me stuff. She's like, oh my gosh, this is so you. Oh my gosh, this is so you. And I kept buying it. Plus, I am also friends with this person named Kim and this other person named Jen. Just kidding. Her name's Robin. I'm friends with this person, Kim, and this other person named Robin, and they like to text me cute things that they see on Instagram, which is a trap, because then I just buy it. So not only did I shop at Shepherd's Bush and the craft center, but I also shopped online quite a bit. So anyways, I will show all of that to you after I show you my stitching. But I went to Shepherd's Bush and came home and went back to my Santa. I was like, yes, I just bought a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to start anything because my goal this year was no new starts. I mean, no, that was not my goal. Sorry, that was not my goal. My goal was less starts than finishes, which I have failed 100% so far. Luckily, it's only January and I have a lot of time to make up for that. So I got home and I was like, no, I'm not going to start anything I got at Shepherd's Bush until I finish this Santa. I'm going to finish this Santa. And it took me probably less than 24 hours. And I put Santa down, put him on the wall, and got out a new start. So my new start is called History of Sheep by Jardin Prive. And this is what it will look like when it is finished. It is so cute. I asked them, this is a picture from Craft Center, and they stitched it on Vintage Country Mocha, 32, don't quote me on that, Vintage Country Mocha, whips, let me go into my journal and go all the way to the very bottom. Vintage Country Mocha 32 count. So I was like, I want it to look just like that. Please cut me some Vintage Country Mocha 32 count. And I started it and it's so cute. And this is a magnet that I bought at Shepherd's Bush. But I kitted this up at Craft Center. They had all the floss. It's just DMC. And the annoying thing about it is that you have to buy 4 parts, which is kind of weird. Not my favorite. Let's see. This is part 2 for 3, and that one's not a part of it. There it is. It's at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is part 1, and that was $8.50 at the Craft Center. Part 2, which was $5 at the Craft Center. Part 3, which was $8.50 at the Craft Center. And then part 4, which was $5 at the Craft Center. So you buy all of those. And then you buy all the colors for it, obviously. And then it shows you on the back how they're all put together. If you want to stitch it all together versus stitching them all separately. And it looks like the called for fabric, it's Vintage Country Mocha. They did it on 20 count though. I did it on 32 count. Because I wanted it to look just like the one in the Craft Center. So that was a new start that I started. And I just barely have, this is part 1. All I have is this sheep and then some stems and these 2 these stems and these 2 flowers. So I got a long way to go. But after working on this full coverage, highly color switch, see all those color switches? Santa. Working on this was a little hard to switch to. It was a little, boring. I don't know how to word that so that it's not mean. It was just a little, not enough for my brain. Like I needed a little bit more stimulation, like for my brain. I needed to think about it more. So I kind of stopped stitching for a little while because it got a little boring. Plus I got super into like New Year's resolutions and stuff like that I kind of wasn't working on that, and I was working on something else for a little while, and I'll talk about that at the end. It's just like house stuff. But while I was taking like a couple days of a sabbatical, I was on Instagram because what else do you do? And I saw this stitch by Lola Crossstitch. She's the one that did the Haunted Library. She had a Valentine's Day thing, and it was a dinosaur holding a heart, and I fell in love with it. I was like, that is the cutest thing in the whole world. My husband's obsessed with dinosaurs. He's been obsessed with dinosaurs since he was little. I am going to stitch him a dinosaur for Valentine's Day. And so I started on that, and luckily I had everything from my stash. Look how cute he is. I had everything. Let me click on it and see if it'll focus. It's not gonna focus. Not gonna focus. My phone's like heck no. Anyways, I had everything in my stash except for 2 colors. I didn't have the color for the teeth, and this heart is made of 3 colors, and I had the outside color but not the 2 inside colors. So I did have to get some when I went to Hobby Lobby to get a frame for it. I got those colors and finished it really fast. This only took me a couple days, and he is so cute. And so it's stitched on 32 count gunmetal by Weeks Dye Works. All called for colors, and he's so cute. And I just have him, I was pretty impatient. I got it done and was like, I'm so excited to give this to my husband. But Valentine's Day wasn't for 3 weeks. And I was like, I have to wait 3 weeks. And I had already told, I was like, Michael, I'm going to Hobby Lobby. And he's like, okay, take some of the kids with you. And I was like, okay, I'll take my 6-year-old and my 3-year-old, but I'm gonna leave the baby here. I just fed him and he's sleeping. I'm just gonna run to Hobby Lobby. I'll be right back. He was like, okay. So I took Caden and Declan with me, and Caden did not want to go. My 6-year-old is a homebody and did not want to go. And so I was like, I got a present for Dad. And I like showed it to him, and I was like, look, I made this for Dad. We need to go get a frame for it. And of course, since he's 6, he's like, I'm gonna tell Dad. I'm gonna tell Dad. I'm gonna tell him right now. And I was like, Caden, don't tell him. You'll hurt my feelings. And he was like, okay, I won't. Dad, like, 6-year-olds. So I was like, you know, I can do whatever I want. I can give it to him now if I want to. And so I was like, I'm just gonna give it to him now. So I gave it to him like 2 days ago, and he keeps it on his desk, and it's so cute. I'll show you the frame that I got from Hobby Lobby. I got some glue squares. They're like little glue dashes on Amazon. They're not here yet, but I'm going to just glue this. This is a piece of comic strip. Is that what it's called? That little, that heavy cardboard stuff. And I just wrapped this around it, and then I'm going to iron it, and then I'm going to use the glue dots to finish it because I'm super high tech. And this is the frame that I got from Hobby Lobby. It has a little thing on there that is like glued to it, but I was like, doesn't matter. All I need is the frame. So I cut this piece to size, put the fabric around it, and then I'm just going to glue it inside this frame, just like, and it's not centered or anything. Like, it was super chill. Like, I'm gonna do better when I actually finish it, but I gave it to him like this and told him I was gonna fix it because it's not centered or anything, but it's just in this little frame, and it will just sit snug in there like that. And it's so cute. He plays this game online called The Isle, like the island. I'm pretty sure it's the ISLE. I'm not 100% sure. He plays it on his computer. And they're dinosaurs. It's like Sims, but for dinosaurs. And they just run around as dinosaurs and try to kill each other. And if you get hurt, you need to go rest and have some food and recover before you can go back out into the world. And at night, you can't just sleep. You have to like watch your back. It's so funny. So he plays that all the time. And so I got him this to put on his little desk so that he can play. And look at this. And then the character that he also always plays in that game is like a crocodile looking dinosaur. So I found this at Hobby Lobby too. And so it sits just like this on his desk while he plays. And it just makes me so happy. I don't know why. He loved it. We're both on like a weight loss program kick thing right now, and so I couldn't do candy for Valentine's Day, and that's also kind of like a cop out. But I saw, and we don't usually do anything for Valentine's Day, like, let me be honest. We're pretty chill, and so we don't really do like a ton for Valentine's Day, except for like maybe a little piece of candy or like something dumb. So I was really excited that I saw this because then I could actually do something fun for Valentine's Day. So again, this is Lola Crossstitch. Valentine's Day T-Rex. It came in a pack of 3 designs, and it had a Valentine's Day T-Rex, a Valentine's Day UFO, and a Valentine's Day sea monster. It was so cute. So maybe I'll stitch the other ones eventually, but that's that. So I stitched that, and then after I stitched that, I really wanted to get back into stitching, because like a 3-day sabbatical is like a lot for me. And so I was like, but I don't really, I kept looking at this. This was just sitting by my stitching chair that I always sit in, and I was like, it just doesn't sound fun right now. It just doesn't sound fun right now. It just doesn't sound fun right now. I need something like, and I kept thinking about my hate. I was like, I really want to get out my Heaven and Earth designs. But I don't know, that's a lot, because I had just finished the top row of pages and I was back to the second row of pages, and I was like, it's going to be a whole batch of new colors. So I'm not gonna be able to pick up any of my parks really, and I'll have to remark my fabric. I don't know. And I hemmed and hawed about it for a couple days, and then I just got it out last night. So there's not a lot done on it because I got it out last night. But here's how much I did on my Hade. Last night I marked a section. I don't know how, like, it's not a page or anything. I just marked a bunch. And then I got probably about almost 400 stitches last night. So it's looking good. I haven't gotten any of the new colors yet. I forgot that it takes me a long time. It takes me way longer to get progress on this than it does to get on like the history of sheep or whatever, because the stitches are so freaking tiny. This is on 25 count, 1/1. So you can work on it for a long time and not get a lot of progress. Plus I used to be a stickler. This is like my very first Heaven and Earth design, and I used to get a page and then I would stop, and then a page and then I would stop, and like no matter where I was. When I got over here, I got way more relaxed and went clear down and finished the color. So like these little colors that I filled in over here, that was the whole rest of that color for like the whole Hade, and I didn't do them. Like, it was pretty silly. So I finished that color off and then started going down in my rows. I like doing 2 columns at a time per page. So 2 columns of a page, 2 columns of a page, 2 columns of a page. That's how I like to do it. But if I'm working over here and there's like a one-off over here, I'm just going to do that one-off and then keep going, because it's more time. It's more effective to just get that one stitch in, right? Than to be a stickler and be like, I'm just doing these pages like I used to be. I'm only doing these 2 columns. I'm not doing anything but these 2 columns. If there's a one-off over there, I'm gonna leave it, because then when you get to that next column, you have to cut a piece of thread, do 1 stitch, and then turn it off or end it. Like, that's a lot of work. So I'm way more relaxed. Plus with Pattern Keeper, man, you can do whatever you want, because Pattern Keeper will keep track of it for you. It is so nice. I love Pattern Keeper. So I'm back to this, and I'll probably work on this for, I'm pretty monogamous. I have a hard time switching and switching and switching and switching. So I'll probably work on this for a while, unless I shop somewhere and find some more stuff. But that is all that I worked on. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. You want to see what I bought? I did post what I bought from the Shepherd's Bush and Craft Center on Instagram, but if you're not on Instagram, I'll show you on here anyways. Let me put everything back so I can see everything. Okay, I already showed you the history of sheep. I just hit myself in the face with that, and I already showed you that. I bought a Q-snap. You can never have too many 11 by 11 Q-snaps. It's my favorite size. I bought some of this. It came out from, it looks like X Stitch the Rainbow. Oh, Cottage Garden Threads made this. They're just the autumn colors. What is it called? Market? When Market happened most recently, this company came out with this color palette, and then a bunch of people made designs specifically for this color palette. And I bought a bunch of the designs and the thread pack. And when I had to come up with something from my stash to use for a white elephant gift. over the holidays, and I used this. I gave this away. I had this. I bought it and I gave it away in my White Elephant gift and then regretted it ever since. So I bought it again, and my mom saw it at Shepherd's Bush, and she's like, Marie, it's over there. You can buy it again if you want to. So I bought it again, of course. So I have that again, plus all my patterns that I had previously bought during market. My sister brought this up to me, and she's like, oh my gosh, this is so you. Says, I have a lot to say. Maybe you should. I have a lot to say. Maybe you should get popcorn. Oh, it's so funny. Everything that I say, it's like, okay, here's a story. And I'm not really good at telling stories, so I have to include like every detail, because I'm not good at like cutting things out and having the story still make sense. So my stories are always very long, but they're always very entertaining. They're just long. It's fine. And then I've never really seen a whole lot of St. Patrick's Day stuff. I thought I had more St. Patrick's Day stuff. I haven't ever seen a lot. Oh, I'm like looking for my phone. It's right there. I haven't seen a lot of St. Patrick's Day cross stitch, and my family loves St. Patrick's Day. My husband is a leprechaun. He's a short redhead. So, Shepherd's Bush had a whole display of their St. Patrick's Day stuff. So I bought a bunch of it, of course. This is one that I bought that is super cute. Lucky Crow by Threadwork Primitives. He's cute. So I bought him. And then this is a Shepherd's Bush design called $4. And that man looks just like my husband. So of course I had to buy it. I love it. It's so cute. And I saw that one in person. They had that one stitched and I loved it. And so I bought it. And I swear I bought another. Let me check my Instagram on here because I can't use my phone because it's up there. Oh yeah, I bought one more. It's not on here though. It says welcome. R-O-V-A-R-I-S. R-O-V-A-R-I-S. St. Patrick's Day welcome. R-O-V-A-R-I-S. A-R-I-S. Welcome, St. Patrick's Day. Let's see if it'll pop up first thing. If it doesn't pop up first thing, then oh, it's right there. Look at that, you guys. Technology. This is the other one I bought. It just says welcome, and it has a bunch of St. Patrick's Day stuff on it. So cute. So I really love that, so I bought that too. Sorry, I keep sniffing because I think I'm catching this cold. I also bought, this was stitched at the craft center and it was adorable. It was amazing. So I bought that because I absolutely fell in love with that. It's called Old Fashioned by Shannon Christine Designs. Isn't it cute? It's like a legit recipe for hot chocolate. I just love it stitched on black because it definitely looks old fashioned, right? It looks retro. It's so cute. And I love the color teal. I'm a sucker for the color teal. If it has color teal on it, I'll probably buy it. So there's that. I bought this, and I actually bought this for this over here. This was stitched up in the craft center. It says blessings abound where love abides, and it is the fall colors, just amazing colors. My camera must be dirty because it won't film. I mean, it won't focus. And then this is the original, and I love that one too. But I saw this one stitched, and I had to have it by the Cricut Collection. It's called Welcome Home, number 353 by the Cricut Collection. So cute. Oh, and I love how you can put your address on here. How cute is that? Although that would be hard to stitch and then like show people in your Flosstube because they don't have your address on it. And then I fell in love with this one a long time ago. Craft Center of Fine Stitchery in Salt Lake City changed one of their displays into like a Barbara Anna display, and I love everything on that shelf. So this one's been my favorite though that I've seen, probably because it's teal. Let's be real. I love her brown hair. Does it say something in her hair? Viva la... It definitely says something, but I can't tell what it says. Viva la something. Dreaming Frida. She's so cute. So I bought that. And that concludes my in-person shopping, but it does not conclude my online shopping. So I was on Instagram, and Caterpillar Cross Stitch had posted, they're like, here's the designers you can look forward to this year in our membership, whatever, I'm not really sure. But I saw the picture of Barbara Anna's, let me just find it, Barbara Anna's Mad Hatter, and it was so cute. I was like, I have to have that. I have to. Pictures, online patterns, there it is. It's going to look like, I know it's here. Oh, there it is. Let's zoom in. It's gonna look like this. Isn't it cute? I love it. Have you ever seen the Alice in Wonderland? The really old one? It's like super old. Shoot. It has that new guy that was just in that movie with, or no, they did a show together, Murder in the Building, with Selena Gomez. What is that guy's name? Murderer in the, Only Murderers in the Building. And the character is Martin Short. He is in an Alice in Wonderland. Martin Short. Alice and Wonderland. It's my favorite Alice in Wonderland, by far. It looks like this. It came out in 1999, which is not super old. Absolute favorite, Alice in Wonderland. It's my favorite. She sings a song. It's so cute. It is my favorite. So it made me think of that. And I watched that so much as a kid, like over and over. You can ask my mom. I watched it a lot as a kid. So I had to get that. So I bought that. Sorry, moving on. Another thing that I did was I got all my digital charts from all the different genres of how I buy my digital charts, whether it be Etsy, Creative Poppy, any other way, and I put them into a Google Drive. I want to print them all and put them in a binder so that when the world goes to crap, and maybe my cloud disappears, I will still have my stash. Like that whole COVID thing that happened where everyone had to like lock down and you can't leave your house and you don't feel like you can do anything. If I had all of these and the internet stopped working, heaven forbid, I would have all these in a binder and I would have my stash and I can just start something and stay home and just stitch and not have to go to the store and get stuff that I need. Plus, if the internet dies one day, which I'm sure it will, I don't want to lose all these patterns that I have. And I found a ton of things that I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot I bought this. I want to start this. Like I bought the Bibliodome, Heaven and Earth Designs. How cute is that? I really, really, really want to start this. But I don't know that I can work on 2 Heaven and Earth Designs at the same time. Anyway. I found all the patterns that I have ever bought online in my email and everywhere and put them in the same folder so that I can find them. Like I bought this full coverage probably like 6 years ago. Never started it. It's called Hogwarts First Year. Isn't it beautiful? I just can't get over it. It's so pretty. I bought everything to start that, and then I never started it, which is crazy. Anyway, sorry, distractions by my iPad right now. So anyway, I took everything and put it in the folder, and then I want to print it all and put it in a binder just in case my cloud ever disappears, or just in case the world ends and I need stitching to do, because you know that's what I'm going to be doing when the world ends. And then I know I have the Etsy app on here. I also bought I should have been a little more prepared, but you know how it is. Oh, here is the one that I bought from Lola Crossstitch. She has the sea monster, the dino, and the UFO. It was $9.50. Isn't it cute? I love it. And then I also bought, that's not it. Oh, the other one was from Creative Poppy. I bought, oh no, that's the one I just showed you. What else did I buy? Oh, the Halloween one. I bought a design from Carolyn Manning. Carolyn. Carolyn Manning Designs. It's called Halloween Hijinks. It is so cute. This is one that one of my friends sent me, and I was like, I have to have that. How do I not have that? How have I never seen that? Halloween Hijinks by Carolyn Manning Designs. So cute. I love that it's all squares, but some of the squares are like a whole thing. Like the tree, it's not just a square per picture. They like, I just love it. I can't put it into words. I'm sorry. Isn't it cute? So I bought that one. Looking for my phone again. Marie, come on. I think that's all that I have purchased. But man, this group chat is dangerous. So yeah, that's all that I purchased. I was going to, I also love this one. I don't know. A Winter Garden by Modern Folk Embroidery. Ugh, those are my colors, man. My friend Robin, her name's not Jen, her name's Robin, bought this and started it, and I am jelly. Okay, putting the iPad away. So yes, that is the end of my stitching. I'm going to go into a little life update. Tattooed Stitcher does her stitching and then the life update, so the people don't really, they just want to hear about stitching, they can switch to the next Flosstube. And then I'm going to do a couple of my favorite things, because she does that too, and I think it is a lot of fun. So my life update, the things that I took a little sabbatical from cross stitching to work on, was I came up with this house cleaning schedule. I feel like my house has definitely gotten out of hand from being pregnant and like not being able to move or have the energy to do anything, to having a newborn and just not caring and just throwing things wherever. My house has gotten severely out of hand, and it's been driving me crazy because I just brought this new baby into this house and I feel like it's gross and I need to like fix it. And it's probably not that bad. Like when people come over there, they're probably like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I can see it and it bothers me. So I came up with this whole schedule. It's a 4-week schedule, and every week I do something different on my house. So these are my daily tasks. I got this, stole this from Ultimate Planner, Passionate Penny Pincher has a planner and it's amazing, and I've used it before. But I'm just not a planner person. Like, I'm not gonna write my schedule day to day down. In my kitchen, we have a digital planner, where my husband made it with like his Raspberry Pi or whatever. And it takes things from our Google Calendar, my Google Calendar and his Google Calendar, and then it places it in a calendar, and then we can have like a list of what's for dinner that night or that week, and then the weather, and it's just digital, and automatically updates and all of our stuff's on there. And so I kind of just look at that while I'm eating. Like it's right next to our kitchen table. So, and I'm eating breakfast, lunch, or dinner or snacks or whatever, I can look at it and keep in mind what I have during my day. So I'm not really a planner person. I love planners though. I love them. And this one is especially amazing because it's for homemakers. Like this planner is specifically for homemakers. And so it has checklists of things to do every day. It has checklists of things to do yearly. It has checklists of things that you can do every month. PLANNER planner. So I bought it. Passionate Penny Pincher is her name, and the planner is named, I don't know, the Ultimate Planner. I don't know. Sorry, guys. But it's amazing. If you just search Passionate Penny Pincher Planner, you'll find it. But she has these things, these two lists. These are morning lists, or this is morning tasks and evening tasks. So it says stuff like exercise, shower, which I don't shower every day. I just don't. I only wash my hair once a week. I need to start exercising, but you see, I have not. Make beds, start laundry, clean. She cleans her bathroom sink every single day, which is a little excessive. I don't do that every single day, but I can see how that would be helpful. Plan prep dinner, wash, put away dishes, clean kitchen counters, wipe down kitchen sink, and tidy main living space. That's her morning tasks. Her evening tasks are make dinner, prep meals for next day, wash, put away dishes, clean kitchen counters, wipe kitchen sink, set out kitchen towels. I don't know what that means. So I just mark that one off. So that I have something at least to mark off every day. Wipe out kitchen sink. Already said that. Sweep, vacuum kitchen, fold laundry, tidy main living space. And then I added one at the end that says clean off stairs, because our upstairs floor has all the bedrooms and our downstairs floor has all the living spaces. And so anything that needs to go up to the bedrooms, I'm like, I am not going up those stairs. I just throw it on the stairs, but then I never actually take it upstairs. So there's just piles of stuff on the stairs that we just have to like floors lava hop over. It's bad. Those are her daily tasks. And then I stole this from somebody else, but used the same color scheme. And so this week too, I work on the kitchen, dining room, family room, and kids bath. And I made a checklist of things that I actually need to do in those rooms to help me remember things that I need to do. Week 3 looks the same. You got your daily tasks, and then main bathroom, laundry room, front room, entryway, and stairs. And these are like deep cleaning tasks. So you're not just tidying, you're like vacuuming this, blah, 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 like deep cleaning stuff. Week 4 is master bath, master bedroom, master closet. And then week 1 is office, garage, and death hallway. We have a hallway in our house that the lady who lived here before us had a salon. And so she has a second door in the front of the house with this random hallway that goes straight to this one room in the house. And so it's a hallway we obviously don't use because we use the front door, which is right next to the other door that has the fake hallway. It's silly. So we just like throw stuff in there. Things that need to be taken care of, we throw in there. Big things that need to be thrown away, that our trash can is not big enough, we throw in there. Boxes that need to be broken down, we throw in there. Like, it's terrible. We call it the death hallway for a reason. And just a list of things to like get done. I'm a huge check boxer. And I know a lot of you guys are too, because we cross stitch. We check those boxes all day long. So it's awesome. And this is going to look different for every person. You kind of have to arrange it by day or by week in areas of your house, you know? Anyway, that's enough about that. So I'm working on that. I'm not great at it yet. I haven't got, like, eventually I want to have every box ticked every day, but I'm not that awesome. But I'm getting there. The other thing that's new in my life is that my husband and me and my mother-in-law and my husband's brother and his wife and then my husband's sister are all doing a weight loss challenge through June. The person who can have the lowest body fat or the highest difference between this time and 6 months from now, body fat percentage the biggest difference in that percentage between those two dates will win the pot, and the pot everyone gave like 20 bucks. So it's only gonna be like 120 bucks, but 120 bucks is like a whole new start with fabric pattern. That's like a bunch of stuff. So, oh, I forgot. I also bought that magnet that I showed you, and then this magnet. It says, let's go. It's a little teal suitcase. It's so cute. Sorry, I just saw that sitting on the ground and realized that I didn't ever show that. Weight loss program. So I have done Weight Watchers before and I absolutely loved it. So I went back to Weight Watchers because it just makes sense. You can use your phone, you can freaking scan things and say, how many points is this? Because I'm nursing full time, I get like 42 points a day. And so I just scan something and it's like, this is 3 points. And I'm like, sweet, that's 3 points. But the only problem is that I'm a freaking snacker. I like to snack. I like to be eating, and I don't like gum. Like gum, I have TMJ, so my jaw will start to freak out if I chew gum. So I can't really do that, you know, like people use that as weight loss. They're like, oh, I want to eat something, I'm gonna eat a piece of gum, you know? And so one of my free things on Instagram, one of the things that is no points, it's 0 points. So you can eat as much of it as you want, is popcorn, but it can't be like microwave popcorn. It has to be plain popcorn. So moving into my favorite things part of this is I bought this air popper. I had one when I was a kid, and funny story, I actually texted my mom, like, Mom, do you still have the air popper? I'd love to borrow it. And she's like, yeah, I think I have it somewhere. And then I looked on Amazon to see how much they cost these days, because I was thinking they would be like astronomical, and they're not. They're so cheap. I looked on Amazon to see how much they are, and it was like, hey, we can have this to you in 4 hours. Do you want it in 4 hours? And I was like, heck yeah, I'm not gonna make it to my mom's house in the next 4 hours. So I texted my mom back and I'm like, never mind, Amazon can bring it to me faster than I could come pick it up from you. It was so funny. So I love it, but I like it to be salty, right? Buttery, salty, whatever. But I figured out that without the butter, it's obviously free, points wise. So I was looking online to figure out, how do you make your popcorn salty? Because you can pour salt on air popped popcorn, but it's not gonna stick. So I was like, how do you make it salty without adding oil? And it said water. You get a mister. Oh, dropped it, but I caught it. You get a water mister. It just mists water. And you mist your freaking popcorn with water. So you put it in, you air pop it into the bowl, and then you shake it while you mist it, and then you put, like, you can use regular salt, but you can also buy the finely ground salt, which will stick to the popcorn better. So you mist it with water and then put the salt on it, and then you have salty, delicious popcorn that's 0 calories, pretty much, you know? Not 0 calories, but free in Weight Watchers. So I've definitely been using my air popper probably every day. My other favorite thing right now is Spindrift. I was watching Tattooed Stitcher, and she was drinking sparkling water that's flavored pretty naturally, like it's no calories kind of thing. And it reminded me that I love Spindrift, and I Googled it, and drinking sparkling water is just as good for you as drinking regular water. And I have the hardest time drinking water, the hardest time. I just forget. And then like 4 hours have passed and I have not had any water. And if you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. Do you know that? So anyways, that brings us to my next favorite item, is this water by Coleman, this water bottle. It's amazing. You push this button and it opens and you drink it, and then you let it go. So you do have to tip it while you drink, but there's no straw. For some reason, straws skeeve me out. I cannot handle straws. They're hard to wash. This whole thing though comes apart, so it doesn't have a straw, but then you're like, but they still have components in there. Like, how do you wash the inside? But it just has this thing. So you pop this thing and it opens all the way up, and you can wash the whole inside of it. No straw. You can see straight through it. So easy to wash. To be honest, I run this in my dishwasher, which you're not supposed to do, especially with insulated water bottles like this one, because it will ruin it. But I like convenience. I'm not gonna hand wash things. I don't hand wash clothes. If they can't go in the washer and dryer, I don't buy them. So that's my other favorite item. And then my last favorite item, which I have been using multiple times a day, which this isn't going to be exciting to you if you don't have little kids. But I use this for all my kids, and it is a game changer, and I'm surprised how many people don't know about it. It is called the Paci Dose, okay? This is a syringe. You can suck up the Tylenol or the medication or whatever, the gas drops, whatever you're giving your child, and then it has an attachment that's a pacifier, and you put it on there, and you stick that in your baby's mouth, and they suck on it like a regular pacifier, and they suck the medicine right down. I kept trying to give my 2-month-old Tylenol because he's sick right now for the first time in his life, and it's so sad. So I was trying to give him Tylenol, and he kept gagging on it, and it was really frustrating. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I remember we used to use a Paci Dose with Declan, but I got rid of it because I have 3 years in between my babies. I'm not going to keep that stuff. It doesn't serve me. So I bought a new one, and so glad I remembered about these freaking pacifier dosage things. They are a game changer. So yeah, that's all, folks. That's all my favorite things. That's all I had to say to you guys today. This video isn't too long. It's only 45 minutes. Could be worse. I hope you had fun. I hope I didn't say too many times. You could make that into a drinking game, you know, just every time I say or a hydration drinking game if you're not into the alcohol, which I am not into the alcohol, but every time I say you could just take a swig of water. You'll be super hydrated by the end of the video. Anyways, I gotta go check on my family. They are being very quiet, which is very dangerous. Kitty, say goodbye. Bye-bye. She's like, what? What do you want from me? I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.